worldwide. It's 305. Been there, done that.
Hi. I keep taking breaks. Not intentionally. They just keep happening. I occupy myself with other things. Just what can I say? And but I'm back. Hopefully I'll stay back. I actually don't know. A few discrepancies, I think the word is. Before we start is I don't know anything about the show. I believe it's Instinct. I don't know actually. I can't remember at the top of my head. I don't know anything about it. I just love Alan Cumming. I want to be like Alan Cumming or grow up. And also, you're probably like, oh, why do I need to listen to you? Like, what makes you think that this is good? Actually, it's Alan Cumming approved. Yes, it's happening. Alan Cumming did share it on this story. And they did say, check this out. And they could be like, check this out, this is incredible, work is absolutely amazing. Or they could be saying, check this out, like, this is the most horrendous thing ever. Please make fun of them. Speaking of Alan Cumming, I did turn in an art assignment of the orgy goat.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see, and I just got it back today. My teacher did giggle at it, and it was not displayed at the art show. Probably because he's got a weed tattoo.
Anywho, starting off with things, the first thing I do is I glue down my eyebrows like always. This is just so I can easily put makeup on top of it, and don't worry if you can't do it properly, because, like, I can't do it either. Then I'm adding foundation all over to my face, making sure I put it on top of my eyebrows, and I also put it on my lips. That's just optional. I just prefer it like that.
And then I put this thing, it's called cream blonde paint. It's essentially just cream put on my eyebrows, the same color as my skin tone. So then it can block them because I'm not very good at doing it.
So yeah, I don't really know the eyebrow color, but I would assume that it's like a dark grayish, dark brown, black. So to do this, I started adding a brown eyeshadow on the eyebrows, and then I kept going with some darker browns, and then I just added a black just to darken it a little bit and then gave it a good color. And then I just changed the whole eyebrow color completely when I went and edited it. But that's not what this is about. And then I start contouring the face a bit, and I start off with the nose. It's pretty angular compared to mine. And I did notice that one side was straight while the other was curved, so make sure you do that. Using a dark brown eyeshadow, I put nostrils on just so I can match his nose shape even more. And then using that same color, I put on my eyelids to make them more apparent because he's got like, I don't know how to describe like eyelid shapes, but maybe he's got an almond eye. I'm not really sure, but you can really see his eyelid and it's pretty definitive, I guess. And so I make it really dark, and then I add some contour shades that I had used on my nose and I blend that in a bit.
And so I'm going to take some black cream blend paint, and then I'm starting to mark it with the eyelashes. This one, listen, with Alan Cumming, you can get away with this because they've got extra long eyelashes, so this will help accentuate that because it gives like a more like, I guess, like eyeliner effect. However, if you want to do like, I'd say like, if you were going to do some super masculine, like you were going to do like Hugh Jackman or something, maybe stay away from the black. I've done it before and it looks straight up like eyeliner. It was not good for the economy. So what's happening here is I'm adding the black to wherever I need to shape the eyeball out. So wherever they have an eye and I don't, I just pretty much add the paint there and then I call it a day. Then I take the cream blend paint that matches my skin tone and I'm starting to add some like, it's kind of like highlights, but it's also like separating between the shadows and stuff because it got all clumped together and that's not a good look and I didn't really like it. So I fixed it Buster. And then I'm going back up in contour because I realized I did forget a bit of it. And I mixed some eye bags this time, so improvements.
And then I do go for the cheekbones, and he's got a really prominent dimple, I guess, unless it's a laugh line. Then in that case, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for misgendering it. And during Pride Month too, oh my god. And then I start to make the cheekbones too, and they're pretty round. I go and round them up later because apparently I decided now's not a good time. And then I start making the forehead more sharper. And then I add laugh lines more, and then yeah, whatever. And then I take a pink eyeshadow, and ignore that it's metallic because I don't want it to be. You know, if I had a choice, it wouldn't be metallic, but unfortunately I do not. So I start making the lips. They're a lot smaller than mine, so I make them look smaller, and then I darken it up a bit by adding a darker color, and then I'm blending it, and you know, whatever, shut up. Then take a cream blend stick again that matches my skin tone, and then I'm starting to put it on my lips, like my real lips, and then in the areas where his lips on my lips aren't. You know? This is just so that it makes it look even more smaller. Hey. And then I take a pink eyeshadow, I'm starting to add blush, and I don't really know if he had like blush on his nose and forehead and stuff, but I just put it there because that's where you would gather the most sunlight anyway, and then like, I don't know, I thought it looked cute, I guess. And then I go in for like a cool tone brown eyeshadow color, and I put it all over my contours because I realized that it was a bit too warm toned for what I was going for. Then I take a cream blend stick and I'm starting to make his little mole that's in between his eyebrows, and I also go ahead and just like add highlights to everything. When I go about the wrinkles, sometimes I know that people like to put down like eyeshadows or contour for the wrinkles first and then add the highlights on top. However, I've tried it and it doesn't look right for me, so I highlight it first and then I go and add the brown colors to it. Then I go in with a darker contour to make things more definitive. And I also put it around the areas of my face, like my jaw, and then like my outer cheeks, just so I can make my face shape match his a little bit more. And then spend a lot of detail too on the eyes because we have very different eye shapes. I also start to add the little lines like I told you earlier about the wrinkles, just so they look more wrinkle-like rather than just little highlights, because yeah, that's what you would do. Anyways, I also round out the cheeks a little bit more too because they needed to be round out. And I just go back in and I highlight a little bit because I realized I covered a bit more.
And then I'm taking some white cream blend paint and I'm starting to add the most highlights of the highlights. Yes, that's happening. So yeah, I just put this anywhere where I feel like things need more defined. And then I'm going back in with blush because even though I did try not remove some, I did remove some. And I'm going in with a blue paint and a white paint. And I'm sure there's another color mixed in there. I want to say it's black, but I didn't show it, so I don't know, man. But it doesn't look like it. Like, you make that with those two colors. So I'll just kind of make it a vest. It's like a V shape, and I just did fill it in, you know. Then I take some yellow and brown paint and I start to mix it in, and I make this like golden, almost like, it's very fall color, you know. And then I put it in tie, and I make a tie shape as we do. And then I fill in the rest of my shirt and arm areas with white paint because there's a white undershirt underneath. I take some dark brown eyeshadows and I'm starting to add some swirls to the top. I'm gonna be honest, I really couldn't see the pattern, so it's kind of just like improvising things. I think it's like kind of a paisley design, but anyways. Then I'm taking some blue eyeshadow and I'm starting to do like the same thing. Like this whole tie thing, I'm really just like doing random things, and I advise you do the same, except like keep it in some kind of pattern. But like if you can't see it like I can, have a little peruse, have a little fun with it, please. Taking some yellow eyeshadow, I'm starting to lighten up some areas a bit, and because it's not like completely light, I over actually, and then I go take in some white cream paint and I do the same. And while doing some little lines, I do add some little dots in there, just for some extra texture.
And then I add the wrinkles on top of it, and I just take it like a darker brown eyeshadow and just, I don't know. I feel like the wrinkles should have definitely been added afterwards, but you know what? It's whatever. Then taking some various shades of gray eyeshadows, I'm starting to add contours to the undershirt, making sure to make the shadows underneath the vest stand out more and the collar as well. Then I take some blue cream blend paint and I'm starting to add stripes to it and making sure that they go into the right direction as they're supposed to be in my reference picture. I also don't add it to my arms just because like I was going to do this on my stomach afterwards because this is before I ever had pasties, and it just became easier for me to do the arms like afterwards, just so when I bent to them they wouldn't like smudge everywhere, so that's why there isn't any in that one area. Then I do the same with the green paint as well, and then take a dark green eyeshadow. I'm starting to make the stripes go in the opposite direction just so it could have that little like checkered pattern thing that it's supposed to have. I don't know.
Then taking some black eyeshadow, I'm starting to add a little bit of dimension to the vest.
Then taking a light blue paint, I start to add vertical stripes to the shirt, and then I do the same with the dark blue paint, and you can't even see it, but you know, it's okay. But then I go horizontally and I kind of smudge the paints together and it gives the different pattern, or maybe it's a texture. I'm not quite sure.
And I also realized I forgot the facial hair, so what I do is I take a stippling sponge and
I put some gray on it just because I presume they had gray facial hair at the time. I don't know if they did. And then I just add it to wherever it was. And yes, that was it for the video. If you haven't liked it, leave a like. And I love hearing feedback, so if you want to comment something, I'd greatly appreciate it. And subscribe if you want to. You don't have to, but the children in my basement are currently starving and I do need some food. So it's all on you, actually.